Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Ozcast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Ozcast.
Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
Ozcast.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Just Podding Around. I'm your host Reese, and today we're taking it all the way back to where it all began, WrestleMania 1. The event that turned professional wrestling from a regional attraction into a global juggernaut. This wasn't just another wrestling event. Oh no, this was Vince McMahon betting everything on one night. If WrestleMania failed, WWE, then the WWF, would have been in serious trouble. We're talking financial ruin levels of trouble. So, how did it go down? What worked, what didn't, and how does it hold up today? That's what we're getting into. Strap in folks, it's time to go back to 1985. Alright, let's set the scene. It's the mid-80s. The WWF is expanding beyond its traditional northeastern territory, and Vince McMahon has this crazy idea. What if we take professional wrestling, mix it with Hollywood celebrities, and turn it into a full-blown entertainment spectacle? Sounds normal now, right? But back then, this was unheard of. Wrestling was still viewed as a regional attraction, something you watched in smoky arenas or on local TV stations. Vince wanted bigger, and he put everything he had into this one night at Madison Square Garden on March 31st, 1985. Here's the kicker. Vince didn't have a backup plan. If WrestleMania bombed, WWF wouldn't have survived. That's why he went all in on promotions, bringing in celebrities to make the event feel bigger than just a wrestling show. So here's fun fact number 1. Vince McMahon actually had to take out a massive loan and to risk his entire company to make WrestleMania happen. If the event had failed, we might not even be talking about WWE today. And fun fact number 2, WrestleMania 1 wasn't available on traditional pay-per-view. Instead, it was broadcast on closed-circuit television, meaning fans had to physically go to a theatre or arena to watch it on a big screen. Alright, let's talk about the matches. The card for WrestleMania 1 wasn't exactly a 5-star classic lineup you might expect, but it laid the foundation for what WrestleMania would become. The show kicked off with Tito Santana versus the Executioner, which, let's be real, was just a solid warm-up. Tito wins, no surprises there. The crowd's hyped, and so we're off to the races. Then we had King Kong Bundy versus SD Jones, and this was basically a squash match before squash matches were a thing. Officially, WWF claimed Bundy won in 9 seconds, but in reality it was closer to 23 seconds. Still, it was a dominant statement win for Bundy. One of the more interesting matches of the night was Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd in a $15,000 body slam challenge. The rule, if Andre could slam Studd, he'd win $15,000 in cash. If he failed, he had to retire. Now let's be honest, did anyone really think Andre was going to retire in 1985? Spoiler alert, he body slams Studd, wins the cash, and then starts throwing dollar bills into the crowd, like a rich guy at a strip club. Except, instead of making it rain, he got his money snatched away by Bobby Heenan before he could give away too much. Classic Heenan. Fun fact number 3. The bag of cash Andre was throwing into the crowd, it wasn't real money. Or at least not all of it. Vince wasn't about to let the big guy give away $15,000. Now, let's get to the main event. This is where things really got interesting. On one side, you had Hulk Hogan and Mr. T, two of the most recognisable names on the planet in 1985. Hogan was the WWF champion and wrestling's biggest star. Mr. T was fresh off the A-team, and people loved him. On the other side, you had Rowdy Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, two of the best heels in the business, with Bobby Heenan and Cowboy Bob Orton in their corner. And if that wasn't enough, we had Muhammad Ali as a special guest referee, Billy Martin as a guest ring announcer, and Liberace with the Rockettes as guest timekeepers. Yes, Liberace. 1985 was wild. The match itself, not a technical masterpiece, but it was all about the spectacle. The crowd was hot, and Mr. T actually held his own better than expected. The finish saw Orton try to interfere, but he accidentally clocked Orndorff with his cast, allowing Hogan to pin him for the win. Boom, Hulkamania was running wild, and Vince's gamble paid off. Fun fact number 4. Mr. T and Rowdy Roddy Piper legitimately hated each other. Piper refused to let Mr. T get offense on him during the match, and later admitted he had real resentment towards celebrities getting involved in wrestling. So, what was the impact of WrestleMania 1? It was a massive success. Vince McMahon had created something bigger than wrestling itself. This was sports entertainment on a whole new level. WrestleMania 1 made around $4 million from ticket sales and closed-circuit TV revenue, an insane amount in 1995. And from there, WrestleMania tradition was born. The next year, WrestleMania 2 expanded to 3 different venues, not Vince's best idea. And by the time we hit WrestleMania 3, we had 93,173 people in the Pontiac Silverdome watching Hogan slam Andre. Fun fact number 5. Vince McMahon wasn't sure WrestleMania would work, so he had a backup event planned for the summer, called the Wrestling Classic. But once WrestleMania succeeded, that event was scrapped after just one go. So, looking back, does WrestleMania 1 hold up? Not really, at least as a wrestling event. It's a product of its time, but as a cultural moment, it's priceless. Without WrestleMania 1, there is no WWE as we know it. No Rock vs. Austin, no Taker streak, no WrestleMania moments. What do you guys think? Have you gone back and watched it? Does it still hold up for you? Let me know on social media, and if you enjoyed this episode, leave a review and share it with your fellow wrestling fans. Until next time, I'm Reese, and this has been Just Podding Around. Catch you next time.
Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Ozcast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast. Ozcast. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.